In this video we are going to talk about the top 10 Disney Plus must-watch current and upcoming shows. So before starting this video, please like this video, subscribe and turn on notifications to our channel for future updates. 10. Disney and Pixar's Lightyear. Pixar's new film Lightyear is a 3D computer animated film. The film is a Toy Story spin-off that follows Buzz Lightyear of Star Command through his story, the show within the movie. It will be the 26th animated film from Pixar. Buzz Lightyear and his journeys to infinity and beyond are the focus of the novel. The definitive origin story of Buzz Lightyear, voiced by Chris Evans, the pilot who inspired the toy, is told in Lightyear, a sci-fi action-adventure film. The film depicts the transformation of a young test pilot into the space ranger that we all know and love today. Angus MacLane, who previously directed some Toy Story shorts and co-directed Finding Dory, is directing the film. Pixar has had a lot of success with summer releases in recent years, so there will be a lot of pressure on Lightyear to perform well at the box office. Pixar has set a summer 2022 release date for Lightyear. The film is set to premiere exclusively in theaters on June 17, 2022. 9. She-Hulk. She-Hulk is an upcoming American television series based on the Marvel Comics character of the same name, produced by Jessica Gao for the Disney Plus streaming service. It takes place in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, MCU, and follows the events of the previous films in the series. Marvel Studios is the show's producer, and Gao is the show's head editor. Jennifer Walters' She-Hulk is played by Tatiana Maslany. The film stars Mark Ruffalo, Tim Roth, Ginger Gonzaga, and Renee Elise Goldsberry. Gao was hired in November after the series was released in August 2019. In September 2020, Kat Coiro was hired to direct multiple episodes, and Tatiana Maslany was cast. Roth and Ruffalo had joined the cast by December, and a new Valia was set to direct. Filming in Los Angeles and Atlanta, Georgia, started in mid-April 2021 and will last until August of that year. She-Hulk is set to premiere in 2022 and will be comprised of 10 episodes. It will be part of the MCU's fourth phase. 8. The Book of Boba Fett. Disney Plus is working on a Star Wars TV show called The Book of Boba Fett, which will explore the character's life after the Sarlacc devoured the Hoth. It stars bounty hunter Boba Fett from and is a spin-off from the series The Mandalorian. Rangers of the New Republic and Ahsoka, two other Mandalorian spin-offs, are also featured in the series. Boba Fett is played by Temuera Morrison, and Fennec Shand is played by Ming-Na Wen. Both actors return to their roles from The Mandalorian and other Star Wars films. Before Lucasfilm began prioritizing its streaming series such as The Mandalorian, several attempts were made to produce a standalone Star Wars film based on Boba Fett. In the second season of The Mandalorian, Morrison played Fett alongside Wen, and a possible spin-off series was first announced in November 2020. Morrison and Wen will star in the Book of Boba Fett. At that time, filming had already started. The first episode of the series will air in December 2021. 7. Marvel's What If. What If is an upcoming American animated anthology series based on the Marvel Comics series of the same name, created by A.C. Bradley for the streaming service Disney Plus. It speculates on what might have happened if major events from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, MCU, films had taken place differently. Marvel Studios produces the show, which is their first animated series since launching their own production company. Bradley is the show's head writer, and Brian Andrews is the director. The Watcher, played by Jeffrey Wright, is the series narrator. Marvel Studios was working on a number of series for Disney Plus by September 2018, and one based on the What If comic was first reported in March 2019. A month later, the series was officially announced, with many of the characters being voiced by the actors who play them in the films. Ryan Maynarding, the head of visual development at Marvel Studios, was instrumental in defining the series' cel-shaded animation style, which was intended to reflect the films. The first season of What If is set to premiere in August 2021 and will consist of 10 episodes. It will be part of the MCU's fourth phase. A second 10-episode season is currently in the works. 6. Star Wars: The Bad Batch. Dave Filoni created the animated series Star Wars: The Bad Batch for the Disney Plus streaming service. It is a sequel to and a spin-off from Star Wars, The Clone Wars, and it is part of the Star Wars franchise. Jennifer Corbett is the head writer, and Brad Rau is the supervising director, for Lucasfilm Animation's The Bad Batch. The story revolves around members of a unique squad of clones find their way in a changing galaxy in the aftermath of the Clone War. The Bad Batch, a squad of elite clone troopers with genetic mutations, is played by D. Bradley Baker. In the series, he also voices other clones, reprising his role from the Clone Wars. Omega, a female clone who joins the squad, is played by Michelle Ang. In July 2020, Disney Plus ordered the series as a spin-off from the Clone Wars, with Filoni, Corbett, and Rau attached. Star Wars: The Bad Batch is a 16-episode television series that premiered on May 4, 2021. 5. Falcon and the Winter Soldier. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier is an American television miniseries based on the Marvel Comics characters Sam Wilson, Falcon, and Bucky Barnes, Winter Soldier, created by Malcolm Spellman for the Disney Plus streaming service. Set in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, MCU, it follows the events of Avengers: Endgame and shares continuity with the other films in the franchise. 2019. Marvel Studios produced the show, with Spellman serving as the show's head writer and Kerry Skoglund directing. In the movie, Falcon and the Winter Soldier are a mismatched duo who team up for a global adventure that will test their survival skills as well as their patience. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier premiered on March 19, 2021, and lasted 6 episodes before ending on April 23, 2021. It's part of the MCU's 4th phase. As part of the series' continuation, a 4th Captain America film is in the works. 4. WandaVision. WandaVision is an American television miniseries based on the Marvel Comics characters Wanda Maximoff, Scarlet Witch, and Vision, created by Jack Sheffer for the Disney Plus streaming service. Set in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, MCU, it follows the events of Avengers: Endgame and shares continuity with the other films in the franchise. 2019. Marvel Studios produced WandaVision, with Sheffer as the head writer and Matt Shakman as the director. In the movie, Wanda and Vision are living idealized suburban lives. Superpowered beings Wanda and Vision begin to suspect that everything is not as it seems. WandaVision premiered on January 15, 2021, with the first 2 episodes, and ran for 9 episodes, ending on March 5, 2021. It's the MCU's 4th phase's first series. Critics praised the series for its sitcom settings and tropes, dark tonal shifts, and Olsen, Bettany, and Han's performances. 3. The Mandalorian. The Mandalorian is a Netflix original space western series created by Jon Favreau for the Disney Plus streaming service. It is the Star Wars franchise's first live-action series, set 5 years after the events of Return of the Jedi, 1983. It stars Pedro Pascal as the title character, a lone bounty hunter hired to retrieve the child who goes on the run. Season 1 and 2 are released, and now viewers are expecting Season 3. Season 3 of The Mandalorian has been confirmed and will begin filming this year, but there is no word on when it will be released. A production report stated that the 3rd season of Disney Plus Star Wars TV show would begin filming on April 5, 2021, as soon as the spin-off series The Book of Boba Fett finished filming. The 3rd season of The Mandalorian is expected to premiere in 2022. 2. Obi-Wan Kenobi. The new Disney Plus special event series Obi-Wan Kenobi stars Ewan McGregor as the legendary Jedi Master. The story picks up 10 years after the events of Star Wars: Revenge of the Sith, in which Kenobi suffered his greatest defeat, the downfall and corruption of his best friend and Jedi apprentice, Anakin Skywalker, who later became the evil Sith Lord Darth Vader. Deborah Chow, who directed 2 critically acclaimed episodes of The Mandalorian Season 1, directs Obi-Wan Kenobi. Hayden Christensen reprises his role as Darth Vader in the new series. Moses Ingram, Joel Edgerton, Bonnie Peace, Kumail Nanjiani, Indira Varma, Rupert Friend, O'Shea Jackson Jr., Sung Kong, Simone Kessel, and Benny Safdie are among the newcomers to the cast. Kathleen Kennedy, Michelle Ridgwan, Deborah Chow, Ewan McGregor, and writer Joby Harold serve as executive producers on Obi-Wan Kenobi. Carmen Cuba is the casting director. Disney Plus will be the only place where you can watch Obi-Wan Kenobi. 1. Loki. Loki is an upcoming American television series based on the Marvel Comics character of the same name, created by Michael Waldron for the Disney Plus streaming service. It takes place after the events of Avengers: Endgame, 2019, in which an alternate version of Loki created a new timeline. It is set in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, MCU, and shares continuity with the franchise's films. Marvel Studios is producing Loki, with Waldron serving as the show's head writer and Kate Herron directing the first season. Marvel Studios was working on a number of limited series for Disney Plus in September 2018, centered on supporting characters from the MCU films. Filming began in Atlanta, Georgia, in January 2020, but was put on hold in March 2020 due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Production began again in September 2020 and ended in December of that year. Loki is set to premiere on June 9, 2021, and will be a 6-part series. It will be part of the MCU's 4th phase. A second season is currently in the works. So that's it for today's video. What do you think of our list? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications before you go. Thanks for watching.